This is what I'm starting for today. This is park right here. And I'll grab from this row. So basically I'm gonna stand right here. Just grab from this. And once I get about probably right here, I'll start grabbing from the back row. And once I get the back row done, I'll move this down to these 2 rows and then move the locks a bit closer. I don't know if you, I'll say, so we'll see how much I accomplish. So that split. Grab these 2 rows, split that. I think the plan for today is to get these 2 rows are split, and then Wednesday I'll continue on the other 3. Because I know I'm no school Wednesday since it's Thanksgiving break. So I have no school Wednesday, neither Thursday or Friday, so I've got 2 days. I can bust it. I probably could bust this out Wednesday and Friday, to be quite honest. Probably could bust this out those 2 days. If I can get these 2 rows done today. Which I think will work. Now what I like to do is have clean working area. For anything, really. Like all this bark and stuff that was, I'll just tell that just fall off the logs I was splitting it. Yeah, I could have left it in its being until I got everything split. But this way I can push the log split around much easier. And I'm not tripping over stuff. Because it takes one fall to not go so well. That's why I like to take your time, wake it out. There's a sawdust now, so I'm not tripping over bark, flipping pieces, and all that stuff. And I like to wear my logger boots when I'm doing this type of work. That's what I like to do with my logger boots when I'm using chainsaw for long periods of time or a log splitter. I'd rather do that than use my other boots. And I use my other boots for other stuff. But these, I'll use these for logs for splitting, and anytime I use chainsaws for extended periods of time. So yeah. And then I tow with the lawnmower, so what I do is I bought a hobby freight, this right here, and this way I can tow it around. And I'll push it. And this is the log pile so far. Pretty good amount so far. There's all from that truckload. All of this is what I got done today. I mixed with all the stuff too. I think what I'm gonna do now is fill the pieces right here, I think that's all. 3 pieces right here. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna top this up with gas. So I don't want out. Everything but trim some stuff. These are the best gas cans I've ever used. I'd love to try the no-spill ones. Those seem pretty good too. So far, these are the best ones I've used. They aren't overly complicated like the other ones today. The ones that you can get at stores are the stupid root tricks and everything else. It's very simple and doesn't. I'm not. Oh, the ones I can make a mess with, but this one, there's no chance of making a mess. If you're making a mess, you just are a idiot, basically. No offense, but you just are. Gotta get some go-go juice in this. I was basically empty. Pretty good. Perfecto. Yours look tilted. For some reason, yours look tilted. That's done. Now I always keep a hatchet with me, one of these, just so I can like take apart pieces that get stringy at the end. Then yeah, so like a big piece that might not split apart nicely, I can just hit it with the hatchet instead of trying to manhandle it with a lock splitter. Like there's always those last few fibers that don't want to come apart, of course. So I always keep this by me whenever I'm splitting, just so I don't have to. I like to listen to everybody's advice.
we want to do is not this side. This is what I just the most. This is like cut off the seam cross. We want this green side. We want it right there. Nothing.
This is what I got done today. I got these two rows somewhat done. So I got these left, and then I got 3 more rows behind that to get split. And like I said already, I like to clean the working area. So all the bark and stuff and just pieces of just scrap that I accumulated. I just raked into a pile. This pile right there, and then this pile right here that has on top of it, that's gonna dump. And then this stuff right here, this stuff will be burnt in our fire pit outside. So that's just gonna go with that stuff. But other than that, there's the pile so far, big pile. It doesn't look big on camera, but it's pretty good sized pile. Pretty good size. And I do have to get home because I'm gonna call my good friend Calvin. So I'm going to get that done. Not done, but I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to take a selfie, better yet. Oh crap. I don't know if you can see me or not. It's probably East chest light, I would say. I thought I was just getting it on camera, but oh, better yet, I got better there. I got better there. Take that back. No, it's not gonna walk. I'll be satisfied though. It's a pretty good sized pile. So whatever. So yeah. But I'm gonna get home, take a shower and clean up, and then I'll be back at this Wednesday since I have no shoe. So yeah, that's gonna be a plan.